Hi guys, I am Exact Chaos and welcome to another episode of News Tower. So in the last episode we unlocked this guy. Look who finally rolls out. Okay, sorry, missed that. The Empire Observer has gloss, bite, real Wall Street polish, half lies, half ads, but it sells. So I guess the Jersey Beacon old school talks like your grandpa, but they've got sources from Albany to the Atlantic. So it's kind of setting out our niche. What is our newspaper going to do? Make the Exact Dispatch worth my corner, or I start stacking other names. So basically saying we need to start selling something, have a reason to be selling. Now let's have a quick look here. So now we're aware of our competition. Okay, I guess that's what it's all about, right? So here we go. You are not alone in the city. Select one of these competitors to see where they are, where they have a foothold. So the Jersey Beacon, as you might guessed it, over here in the Jersey side of things. They've got quite a big footprint over there. And then the Empire Observer over here, more on the Brooklyn side. But actually, there's also a little bit more going on all over actually. Okay, so anyway, it's just basically telling us we're dealing with some competition. Winning over those districts steals away valuable subscribers from your competitors while expanding your news empire. Okay, so now we kind of understand that. Once you've taken over their audiences, you can deliver the final blow at their headquarters. So that's what we kind of learned in the last one. You will be greatly, or the last series, you will be greatly rewarded when you prove yourself to be the most influential newspaper in town. Okay, I guess that's it. So let's have a quick look. What are we doing? Print at least one scoop. This is interesting. So in order to get a scoop, I believe, and it's a 2 influence per scoop. Of course, I ask help building a better city. They send photographers looking for potholes. Okay, I'm not sure this is really... Yesterday, the Observer ran a piece accusing the Parks Department of stealing lawn chairs. The Jersey Beacon accused City Hall of hoarding pigeons. Ridiculous scandal sells, I get it, but they're not reporting to inform, they're reporting to inflame. So, that's where you come in. I need paper that competes and contributes, one that chases truth, not just fire. Beat them to the stories that matter. Get there first, print it clean, and don't let the city fall into their hands. Okay, so I guess... And this is something I didn't quite understand in the previous playthrough. In order to get a scoop, right, and it doesn't actually tell you... Oh, hang on. Print at least one scoop. Scoop appears only in contested news, and that is the interesting piece, right? So let's pop out here, right? So we... Ah, okay. So now we have access to a scoop. So we need to run this one. This district has people reading your competitor's newspaper. It's up to you to convince them to subscribe to yours. So now a scoop is one of these that we're competing. It's got these little flamey thingy bright sparks onto it. So basically we have to use it if we wanted to. This time around, however, you will have to find scoops. These are valuable topics as indicated by their shiny appearance. Okay, that's something we didn't know last time, or we only learned it quite a while in. But be aware, you will not be the only one collecting scoops. It will be a race against the clock, and that's fine. We'll do that. So hang on, before we do that. So if we want to continue down this journey, we'll have to do the scoops. What else were we? Oh, we've got the ad agency now as well. So I guess we can do at least the one so that we can do the mayor story, so we can get the scoop going. Okay, let's have a bit of a look. I'm gonna probably slow it down a little bit through this episode, so we'll look at a few things, and then in the last 2 episodes I kind of did 2 weeks in one, but we're just gonna go back to the one. So let's have a quick look here. So I guess we need to print a scoop. So if we're accepting the scoop, it means we will have to do Hudson Heights over here. So we'll select that one. We'll go up against the we'll go up against the Empire Observer to kind of claim the full extent of the Manhattan Island, basically here. So yeah, so basically that's what we'll do. Now, going into the ad agency, a sales desk is quite useful to us and we can afford it. And I think that's something we'll do because we don't want to necessarily outsell ourselves all the time. I mean, we don't want to keep pushing up the boundary. It may be a good idea for us to add a little bit more ad space in there. So I think the ad agency or the ad sales desk is the right way to go about it. So let's obtain the sales desk. So we'll get some people assigned to that, and then we'll go in there and we'll get ourselves some scoops going. Okay, fine, perfect. Now this is also where we're going to start seeing some issues with people trying to steal our stuff. So we're going to get some spies that we need to deal with. Anyway, okay, let's park it there for a minute while we quickly have a look. So we've got the sales desk. Let's go that way first. Grab ourselves the sales desk. We're just going to kind of pop it in over here. Then we need to find a person to work it, right? So sales here, right? Sales. I was hoping we can find someone with some kind of characteristic, right? But I don't think sales is super duper in our favor to find someone with those characteristics. I mean, Francis is going to be, well, to be honest, Mary might be pretty good because she's going to be quite cheap to run anyway. Plus, she's got some good scores here already. Maybe Mary. Let us do... Okay, hang on. And let's see what's happening on the reporter side of things. So, Breatharian lives without nutrition and toilet visits. Whoa! That is pretty good. Lives with... Oh, but it's a reporter. It's less important for a reporter because they'll be out in the field. Okay, so I'm not necessarily thinking that's something we're after. If it was someone in production, that's a better story. And then here under utility, school cat. So this one counts as heat. Ah, so this guy could be our kind of repair person. But I don't think we need anybody like that. So my question is, do we go and grab Mary? I think we do. We grab Mary. We'll run one of these to see if we can find someone a little bit better. What is this? Perfume likes to smell nice and thus count as smell. Smell is not an issue for us here. What do we have over here? Monday Blues, task speed reduced by 75%, but works for less money. Yeah, not really something I'm interested in. So I'll just leave it there, right? I guess we'll just leave it there. Mary does, however, need... So Mary, let's have a look. Mary Schneider. Mary, you need a light, right? We'll give you a light, Mary. Yeah, we'll do a little something like this, and then we'll move this light over here a bit so that we, yeah, kind of do that. Okay, so now at least we've got someone in here. If we go to the ad side of things, we can immediately get Mary to come and work at least this ad. So get Mary onto the case, so at least we can jump in there and then try and get that to move. Okay, we do need to pick up some paper. We'll just go with one of these big ones. Okay, there we go. That's fine. What else are we doing? We are after specifically economics, unrest. Well, we're looking for the scoops basically, but under economics, let's have a look. Yeah, economy, entertainment, economy, and politics. So definitely we're focusing our attention on economy and maybe entertainment and politics, right? So let's head into that direction. We do need to get the extra person working here. We're running our ads, we're doing a few bits and pieces, so all good, right? All good. Let's grab some of these paper areas here, stack some of them in there. We will need more and more paper as we continue to grow the newspaper. Oops, did not want to necessarily do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got our first stories. Here we go. That's a scoop straight away. This news contains a valuable scoop. We need it in order to convince people to subscribe to your newspaper. So we're definitely going to head this way. The competitor is on its way to steal it away from you. I don't think get it before they do. I don't think it's going to be a big deal for us to get it in time. We will start off with Francis to potentially unlock it straight away. Unfortunately, that did not do the trick. So we're going to have to slowly make our way through here. This time around, we've got some... So here we're going to have a spy. And I'm guessing we're going to put Michael out there to do a little bit of work on the lucky side of things, right? So if we grab Michael, hopefully the luck is going to mean no spy. It does mean no spy. Excellent. This is why you want lucky. Lucky is such a good trait. To be honest, I'm going to spend some more to get some more lucky people. And then after that, we'll see what else we pop into. And here we're just going to go with normal economic stories. I think Gertrude is fine. Get Gertrude to go and do that economic story over there. Perfect. So that's all good. The sales is underway. Let us quickly have a look under the reporter's side of things. What would we be looking for? If we go and have a look at our reporting, we're actually pretty nicely leveled. We don't need any more economic people. Crime is probably where we are missing out on someone. So if we're looking at hiring, crime would be the one that I'd be pretty keen on. Someone with some additional skills on crime. I'm going to spend this money to see if we can't find another lucky person. That's not any good. Yeah, so nothing really. So we're not gonna get an extra one in there now. That's just going to have to be what it is. Once they're on a paper, we might need to do some more. Okay. Let's speed things along a little. Okay, so we've got an ad ready. Yeah, that's fine. They can start working on the ad down here. The ad needs to come in through the same process as well. Okay, now we've got some more stuff that we're doing. So back here to the scoop. Who are we sending out this way? Madeline? I think Madeline, we can send you out this way to secure that one for us. Perfect. And then over here we can do the extra item. I think Debbie, you're the one for us here. That's fine. Get a little bit of unrest going, and we should be pretty close to making our next move here. We do need to expand things a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look. Next piece here. Okay, what are we after? We're either after politics and statement. Is there anything here that needs our attention? Not particularly. We want to do many scoops if we can. Up to 3 will give us a lot of influence. I guess alarming. Do we have... Okay, hang on. Let's have a quick look. If we go here, right, is there anything alarming in here already that we can kind of pair that with? Not really. So I guess doesn't really matter all that much. So I guess I'm going to instead go this direction here for politics, right? And we'll get Gertrude out there. Politics. No, only... So Gertrude, you can do the politics side of this one for us. Thank you. Excellent. So we're getting our stuff moving now. Okay, let's speed this along. Do a little bit of micromanagement in here. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll start throwing in some stuff on this way. What's happening over here? Oh, we're still working on the same 3, right? Okay, we've got some skills going on over here, so let's start moving in through the ad space there. We'll slowly move. Yeah, it's fine. It's going to go quicker over there. Okay, move it along. Yeah, we've got someone that can fix that, so no real problems there. We've got another story that we can send someone towards. Okay, so that's a statement there. We can get some mobsters here. On the politics side of things, Michael can pick up on that. So Michael, yeah, Michael, go here. Let's get the statement going. I think we'll have a double statement potentially, which is not a bad thing. It'll stack up quite nicely for us. One there and one here. I'm gonna have to Micromanage these things just a little bit. To keep all of these things moving smoothly, because we're a little bit strained for resources. We do need to expand a little bit, I think. So now we're at a point where we really need to start pushing the boundaries a bit with the income, and I guess that's why we're going to really push one set of stories over others to be able to get those big ticket those big ticket ad stories. We'll talk a little bit about that as we get to the newspaper layout. Okay, now here we risk some lawsuits, but I guess Stella will likely be lucky, and maybe we'll avoid the lawsuits. Beautiful lawsuit dodge. I wonder if that's a continuous situation, if we're kind of guaranteed that, or there's some kind of a rate at which that does happen. So I guess, but for now, I'm pretty happy with what we're seeing there. Here he's not really doing much else at the moment. Here we're pretty good. We can just basically send... Yeah, maybe we shouldn't send Debbie out over there to go and get that one and add some to the mix there. Okay, over here we can move something like this over here. That's going to be fine. Excellent. Micromanaging this quite niftily at the moment. Everything seems to be stacking up here. Okay, speed that along. That one's done. I'm going to grab it, move it myself, and we'll keep going. Yeah, so we're actually through most of it, to be honest. There's a story done, so let's quickly have a look at this one. Okay, now we need to send Michael to do that, so we'll have to wait for Michael to come in. Okay, so this one's done. Move that one through this side here. Okay, I think this is Michael here, right? Michael, welcome back. Get you to go over there, and then we'll send Michael out again. Hopefully you can avoid the mobsters. We'll see if that works. Come on, Michael. Oh, one mobster. Ooh, and I don't think we have a security person. So we're going to have a mobster that's going to kind of start to beat us up a little bit. Yeah, so even so it's pretty clear to us that mobsters is still a thing. Looks like we upset the Mafia. Mobsters will disrupt your tower by scaring your employees and breaking stuff. We need to get some security to deal with this. Let me show you where to get it. Okay. Over here, over there, the security booth is what we need. But I guess we are miles away from that. We need to make a run for that so that we can get the security in place. So this one, we're just going to have to deal with this one as is, right? This mobster. There's nothing we can do about it because we have no security. They'll just have to kind of do their thing, get through this, and hopefully it'll not be too disruptive to us. They'll hopefully just do a few things, break a few things, and then leave is what I'm hoping will happen here. So we'll move that through there so that can start working, even though this is going to be quite disruptive to us. Yeah. Okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this guy is going to be doing this. How much he's going to... Okay, so we do need the handyman to come and repair this stuff as well. Okay, that's okay. Let's pause it there while we quickly send people to the next story. So this one's done. Town hall over here. Ooh, look at this. Debbie will really be racking that one up for a nice little piece there. Very good, Debbie. And then over here we can send Gertrude to get some politics going. So politics and economy is definitely seeing a lot of action here. Can we try... Oh, did he leave? Oh, he left. So he only broke like 2 things. Okay, fine. That is not a problem as it stands. So make a move in there. Let's get this one fixed first. And then we'll move on to the next one. Thank you. Done. Are you automatically going in there to fix that one? Beautiful. Beautiful. Some more skill up is happening, so that's good. What's happening over here? All on track still. Okay, there we go, and here we go. And oh yeah, well we're not struggling at all to get this done. How many stories do we still have left? Still 6 more stories left though. We'll have to see. We definitely have enough for a proper full set of newspapers, right? Definitely have enough. Nothing to be done at the moment. We're waiting on 3 more stories to come out straight away. We've got only the one ad. We want to see a bit more on the ads side of things. Now, this story is quite a long one to get to the end, but I guess we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Got another one here. This is a society piece. Okay. Another statement. We could have 3 statements. We don't have a lucky person on this. I think I'm going to avoid this one for the time being. We can't unlock that, so the only thing we can do is get that one. I'm going to avoid this one for the time being. I'm not quite up to the task just yet, so let's have a look at that. Where is this guy? Get over there and fix that for me, please. Okay, we've got another story to have a look here. Society, yeah, we can pick up this one quite easily. Debbie, you can grab it for us and really upskill that story there. Nice, I like it. Things are moving. We can move this one over here, please. Get started straight away. Excellent, that's good. Move it through, move it through. Okay, let's get this one over here and we'll get that one over there. Nice. Okay, beautiful. That's working quite nicely. Let's have a quick look. When are these things? Okay, well, there's a little bit of work to be done here. The next piece, we'll get Madeline to go and do that next piece. And then over here, who do we have? We don't really have anybody super duper. I'm going to go with Francis here to try and upskill that a little bit over time. Let's micromanagement this stuff a little bit. To try and move as much of this through the process and get access to as many stories as we can. Even though we know we're not going to print all of it. Definitely we're not going to print all of this. Wow, Debbie, get another quality star on there. Debbie, you're a star. Debbie, you're a star. Keep going. Okay, now we can move some of this stuff over here. Do that. This one will be done. Beautiful. Move that one over here. Get that moving. Roll the presses. So we do, how much time do we need? When are these things finishing? That's a Monday, that's a Sunday, that's a Monday, that's a Monday. So we're definitely not getting to the end of all of this. There's still one more story left to go and get. Diego, get back out there, do that piece for us. Yeah, we're still waiting on a full story. Typesetting here, typesetting there. We're doing reasonably well. We're doing pretty quickly. We're getting these things done pretty quickly. And there we go. Our last story, yet another crime story. We'll get Madeline out there to go and pick that one up also. Again, potentially for the next day, to be honest. Grab this one, move it over here. Grab this story, pop it in there. Excellent. We're micromanaging big time. I do enjoy the bit of micromanagement, to be honest, just to make sure we're moving the stories through quite effectively. Okay, that one's done. Move that one over here as well. See how we go. Excellent. I'm not sure. I mean, we're like 3 hours left. These people need more than that to finish it off. So we're kind of at the end of what it is that we're going to be able to print here. Now, let's just double check. I think we're more than comfortable with our scoops, right? That one, and this one over here, and that's it really. So that's going to be 6 influence points, guys. That's going to be really good for us. Guess we're gonna... Ooh, are you sure you don't want to print this week? Cancel, cancel. Sorry, that was the wrong button. Anyway, so this is still not unlocked here, but I guess here we're now going to start seeing how much ads we're going to get in the next episodes. Oh, in the next, how many ads are going to be assigned to us potentially going forward. Right, okay, so let's have a look. We need the scoop. So let's start with the scoop. So this one is a pretty good story for up there. Then we want some extra statements that we can make. So we can do something like this over here, get some good numbers straight away. And is there anything that will pair nicely with this one? Oh, we've got some sloppy production here. We might not print that. So we'll do that, right? So now we're doing... Is there anything that would be even better for us? Let's just have a look. So we don't have any more of this, right? Do we have any more politics that we can run? So we can do something like that, potentially. Alternatively, what is our ad? Our ad is for society. So go to the next page now, and now we've got... What are we looking for over here? Okay, so let's grab this guy over there. Now, what we're after is some more unrest, potentially. Yeah, we'll do that one. Any other educational items? And we could maybe do something like this. Okay, and then the last page, we definitely need to run this one. Is there anything else here that we want to run? I guess that's something we could run along with this one, and then we want to run the ad as well, and that's I can't remember how many we had in the can't remember how many we had. I need to start remembering that. Okay, so these will all be flying out of the window. These two is a problem because of the sloppy production. We do need another set of people to not have this sloppy production thing. 3 of them. Yeah, that's too much. That's honestly, that's too much. But I guess we don't need significantly more. So this gives us a reasonable one. Let's just double check that. That's good. That's 6 influence points right there. Plus, I think that's enough to do record sales. I think we had 139 or something. So I think that is enough for record sales. We've got enough paper in the machine. So let's see that one out. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Ready to go. I don't need to see that. Okay, what's happening over here? Record sales? Yes, record sales. So 143,000, right? 143,500. So we need to do hopefully just under 150,000. So 145,000 is our next target. 145,000 is our next target. So that we can continue to milk to farm the influence. The extra 250 here is pretty good also. For us money-wise, and we hopefully will see a little bit more of that. Excellent. So we've got 3 scoops there. Took that from them. Excellent. And the mayor would be pretty happy with us. Yeah, there we go. Plus, we're going to get lots of new influence points there from the mayor. Okay, here's the whole thing. Okay, so this page shows us the market interest. So we've got 2 ads potentially on the next one. And then if you go up all the way to the top, you unlock the kind of the big ad, right? What does it say? Earn a high quality ad for this category. Ad awarded. And then a high quality ad. So that's basically it. So we can do a politics and a economics ad in the next one. Okay, that's fine. Tags you gather in the newspaper will be more pleasing to advertisers within the similar category. So basically we were super close to getting an entertainment one as well. So that's kind of why you want to try and be balanced, or at least push 1 or 2 of them up to the edge there. You will get an ad deal when you print at least 4 in the same category, and a more valuable ad containing graphics when you print at least 8. Okay, so we need graphics before we can get into that. Combos also count towards this goal. Beautiful. So that's pretty good. We're spending a little bit more money. We're making a reasonable amount of money as well. So this number is starting to look good. We need 13,000 or something for the next floor. Ooh, lots of skill upgrades, which is what I want to see. That's pretty good. Let's leave that recap be and see where we're at. Okay, so I'm not necessarily going to go after scoops again. The plan would not be to do that. Chief of Police is not quite in our favor just yet. We'll get there. Okay, what are we doing here? So this is a risk of lawsuit. Now, this is what New York needs. Lights, tuxedos, and booming business. You see those cameras? Those aren't just flashes. That's hope, excitement. You've got good timing, Mayor. Running this city of yours must be like opening night every day. You're not wrong. The lights go up, the curtains rises. If you're not ready, the whole thing falls apart. Except in your show, there's no rehearsal and the critics have bigger headlines. Yes, but the trick is to know your audience. Give them something to talk about. Drama, sure, but act honestly. They'll know if you're faking it. Exactly. You can't sing about dreams and ignore the draft and the wings. We're keeping the American dream alive. That's why I'm showing my face tonight. People need more than speeches. This theater, your show, the press out there, it's all part of the performance. And part of the truth, we can't pretend there aren't shadows in the wings, but if we stand here dressed like this, smiling like we mean it, we remind them the city's still in Act 1. Okay, there we go. So now print that publisher. Now, need to be printed a fame story and an inspiring story, and I guess we'll be able to do that, and then we'll get 2 influence points. We'll accept this one so that we can make our way to the chief of police here. Okay, so that is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head towards the police station so we can get the security going. The other thing we will be interested in is go to the courthouse so we can negate some lawsuits. But I guess for the time being, we're heading off in this direction. We've already got 2 of these stories ready to go, which is a good thing for us, right? Yeah, well, let's head in that direction, and we'll continue to rack up some influence points as we make our way here to unlock some security for us. But I guess that is where we are going to leave it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Do leave your comments down below. Bye-bye.